First, second, umpire Farmer, along with umpire Donlan and Sean Ryan in charge tonight. Naismith and Segler to go at it. Naismith. Nice little one inside Grundy, beautiful control. Naismith gave it to a man under the pump. Now an opportunity here. Duray through traffic. White cross. Got the left-footed Smith out here wide. If he wants to go long, he can. Gunston's the one-on-one. Who's the deepest? They're going to run it all the way. Handball to Sicily. Sicily lets it go. Getting back is Gunston, I think it is. And he had position for a long time. He took a while. Yeah, he's very good, looking for his 37th goal of the year here, Gunston. Pretty easy kick. Makes no mistake. Hawthorn have got there first.
McVeigh, look away. That was clever enough. Mitchell, they're in tight places here. McVeigh forced just to buy some time with a high kick. And now in a dangerous position. Lewis is a good kick. I reckon he's a chance and he's gold. Bangs it home.
So let's have a look at the pressure. Jared McVeigh, all his experience and all his understanding of the game. He tried to take on Hodge. Rioli was lurking, and that in the end was a bit of a panic kick. Ricocheted to Jordan Lewis, and despite Sydney,
really important for them in defence. Birchall down the line. Sicily the intended target. Rioli off the front and centre. Quite magnificently and fluently. Long ball deep it is. Opportunity for Smith off hands. Gathered Hill looks dangerous. Bending. I think it's got enough bend. It has. Brad Hill.
Well, there's their third effective kick inside 50, and it's their third goal.
So it's 13 disposals inside 50 for the Swans, 3 for Hawthorn.
All goals.
Yep.
And they are just so clever. They never lose their composure, never rattled by.
Felt the contact though, Gibson. To the multi-skilled Mitchell. Have a look at that for a non-preferred side kick to Hodge.
So Duray on the burst here. Hawthorn able to shape this pretty well. That's a neat looking kick to Poppy. And that's probably as good as transition as we've seen for a little bit. So Poppy, he's mercurial Poppy. You'd sort of back him from here. He's that sort of guy.
Oh, yeah.
They're that sort of team. He's a good Poppy, that one. A fair bit of the ball here, the Hawks. Not only hitting the scoreboard, but they're pressing hard. Birchall, normally good with ball in hand, just gets around a little too easily. Kicks to full forward. Sicily, Naismith, Rioli goal. Yep, they're back in front.
It's just extraordinary what he can do, isn't it?
Yeah.
He thought he might fly, and then he realised that there was going to be a contest behind.
Have a look at this. Rioli realises he's not a marking player, turns his back, gets to the front and centre, bang, away he goes. How good was that?
Just smart, isn't it? And clean always. Never fumbles. Look at that. And in one step. Dane Rampy. Absolutely brilliant one-on-one player. Great leader for their defence. And Lear's turned one over here again. So they've lost their composure, the Swans.
Absolutely. Hawthorn could do it to you, Das. Puopolo to Duray. Duray on the wrong side for him. And Gunston, read it so well. He waited and waited till he...
Back in, please.
He waited and waited till he couldn't. You reckon he's better than 50% from here.
15 gone.
So is he going to do the left foot? He is, and he does. And they kick away again.
Gee, what about that? Gunston.
Well, were you really surprised, BT?
Yeah, they're the number one in the competition at that Macca. And tonight, this great Hawthorn team have been able to do exactly what no one else has. And again, their pressure's just enormous at the moment, Hawthorn.
Absolutely. I mean, Lewis was just terrific there on Sinclair. Kicks to full. Rioli, yes! He's got it! Well, he nearly took mark of the year in Adelaide last week, didn't he? He is a remarkable player. He's different.
And when he goes for those sort of marks, he marks everything on his chest, doesn't he? Which shows great control.
All of their... Look at this mark. No player in the game really would have the poise or the skill to attempt that mark apart from Rioli. But from Naismith, he had Rampy next
to Hill. McAvoy. Mitchell. Think they're going to run out of time. 10 seconds if O'Rourke can get it long. 50 metres.
Straight through.
The runner needs to get out. He's out to O'Rourke now. The runner's right there. He's told him about the clock.
This is a big moment for this young man.
There are a number of those called last week, Das. Here he is. Siren sounds. John O'Rourke into the Hawthorn side tonight. Big pressure kick, and he's got it. He's got it. So this one is set up in the last quarter. Out the back, opportunity with Nick Smith here to tidy up. Fast hands Mitchell, gave it to the big fella Naismith, bit of pace. Gee, just got the nick of the boot on it just in time. Burgoyne streaming through, busting through. Burgoyne's kicked the ripper. Hawthorn are in front.
Might be a bit harsh on the third game of the big ruckman, but probably running out of defence. Not his go. You just got to get that on the boot. First step, get it out of there. Piopolo, as always, and Burgoyne.
Right over the top went Mills. Piopolo, a little soccer knock on there, looking to get Gunston free. Gunston back inside to Hill. Nice handball. Gee, I reckon I would have gone deep if I was Hill there. He was able to pull it back. Duray. Short ball found Segler.
50.
50 metres.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
50 metres.
So it was McGlynn who just went across the mark. He was anticipating the handball, and a fair bit of verbal there.
All of the goals, most of the goals tonight have been kicked at this end. Segler with a big kick. In he comes, he's got it. Hawthorn by a point. So Segler.
Last time, but is that sense of urgency all of a sudden for the Hawks?
Hawthorn have probably got to kick 2 goals to win it, Bruce.
Yep. So Hill has been very, very good tonight. Best game for the season for him. He's got Mitchell for pace. He's run a long, long, long way, but he's broken a line and given it to Lewis, and then Lewis to centre half forward. Rioli and Hanbury. Big clash here. Well done, Stratton. Burgoyne, could he kick a second goal in the last quarter? I reckon he has. Yep. He's banged it home.
I just came in. How you feel? Yeah, okay, cool.
What about that? Sean Burgoyne's influence in this game, just can't underestimate. They need.
Wow, what about this? Hawthorn, Burgoyne with the class. There he is, lines it up and dobs it off 1 step from 50. Famous score, Bruce, does it ring a bell? 10-10 to 10-9. Think back to the 96 prelim, 1 point. Stoppage is ultra crucial here now. Segler, Naismith, Lewis third man up. Fortuitous here for Mitchell, had more possessions than anyone else on the ground tonight. Gunston fed it off. Isaac Smith on his favourite side. Rioli! He's marked the ball. Is he within range? Man on the marks at 46, I reckon. Cyril's gonna have to. 1:37, down by a point. Cyril, has he got the journey? Gee, I don't think so. Rioli has. He has. He has. He's kicked the goal, Cyril. What a beauty. Hawthorn by 5 points. Cyril, just unbelievable.
On his 27th birthday, that is just out of this world.
What about
I didn't think he could kick the journey either, and he found that extra couple of metres. He's a freak of nature, Cyril Rioli. Oh, was there a fingernail just over the line? No replay requested. Now the Hawks get everyone back inside their defensive 50. They got all the numbers back, so the Swans need a really quick clearance. They need a mark inside 50. Where's Buddy?
So there's plenty of time in the context of getting the ball out of the centre and scoring. It's going to be a crowded forward line, or could Hawthorn get the counter bunch here? Well done by Parker. Kennedy to full forward. Rowan was the big flyer. Hodge will be front and centre, you know that. Frawley bangs it away. Hawthorn eating up a little bit of time. Lloyd held on to. Rioli, so important. 18 goals, 2 from set shots this year. Nothing bigger than that a moment ago. McVeigh off Hodge. Only as far as Papley. A ball, or rather it was Lloyd, and then Mitchell allows it to go out. They've eaten 30 seconds out. Horse can't believe it.
What about the smother from Luke Hodge? That goes inside 50. It's a chaos ball. Maybe Franklin sitting underneath it.
So it comes down to this. A big stoppage here. Sydney are only 70 metres out from their goal. They're down by 5. Burgoyne out the back to Smith. Smith a bit of a kick in hope here. Long ball. Bounce not kind to anyone over the line and out of bounds. We'll get to do it again.
That was a really
territory.
Poor setup at that boundary throw. They didn't have anyone at the front of the contest. It was all Burgoyne. He had a teammate alongside him. They just have got to get their setup better here.
So let's see what they can conjure up here, Sydney. Another close one, perhaps down the drain here. Hawthorn have been winning these tight ones this year. Lear gets it forward. Important contest here. She wanted the free. Nothing on, said the umpire. Lewis to Burgoyne. Now here go the Hawks.
Burgoyne ate up a bit of time and kicks to Rioli, who takes a brilliant one-on-one.
Get him up.
Alongside his old schoolmate Nick Smith. Went to Scotch College together, those two, and had a great history.
So fittingly on his birthday, he's going to have the final say. Hawthorn are going to win. Hawthorn are going to be top of the table tonight. How do they do it? They're remarkable. They really are. What a match. What a finish. What a team they are, the Hawks.
Goodness gracious me. What about that?
4 wins inside a goal this year for Hawthorn.
5 wins under 10 points.
And for Sydney, it's the mirror image.
Yep.
For the Swans, it's the heartbreak of all the narrow losses.
Cyril, what a way to celebrate your birthday today, to kick one from outside 50. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty nerve-wracking. Wasn't too confident going back, but somehow went through. And yeah, sort of a miracle kick.
That was actually the first score from stoppages for the night for you guys. You preyed on turnover of the Swans all night.
Yeah, it was. You know, we just happened to get the ball forward. Lucky I marked it and went back, but you know, it was a hard-fought win. You know, the Swans were very good tonight, and coming up here again. You know, we were in Adelaide last week, and to come here tonight in hostile environment, we did well.
What about the influence of Sean Burgoyne? You threw him in the middle late, and he's kicked a couple of goals, and just he was enormous.
Oh, definitely. You know, he did it. I think he did it here last time, kicking a few goals and really stepping up, and you know, that's why they call him Silk, and you know, he played a crucial role in us getting over the line.
It really sets your season up now, though. Obviously 2 games clear on top of the ladder.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it didn't matter how we won. We knew if we got the win, and it puts us, I think, a couple of games ahead. Gives us a real confidence boost, you know, for the rest part of the season. We can't really drop off. You know, we've still got Richmond, who in the past have caused us some trouble, so that's going to be another test next week.
Fantastic, mate. Congratulations.
2 games clear.
Darcy, just an unbelievable effort. The last quarter, just to put yourself into the middle and just have an enormous influence.
Yeah, you know, we predicted a tight game against Sydney. Everyone's like that. You know, so it wasn't anything out of what we didn't expect. So in the last quarter, you know, we were behind, so you got to take the game on. And in saying that, you know, we had a lot of players step up in the last quarter, and it's another great interstate win.
Did you think Cyril had the distance even in that last kick?
Yeah, I did. I backed him in. You know, for a little bloke, he can kick the ball a fair way, and felt like the breeze was going that way a bit as well. So I backed him in. I told him to kick the goal.
It was a fascinating game, though. You scored heavily on turnover, and particularly early on, Sydney were dominating uncontested possession, but you really got on top in the second term.
Yeah, they came out firing. You know, Kennedy, Parker, Hanbury, those guys, and Mitchell. Their first quarter, I think they all had double-figure possessions, and we really needed to tighten up on those guys around stoppages. I think we were able to do that and then control a bit of the play. There were passages where we had control of the play, but we didn't capitalise on the scoreboard, and they did. And then, you know, we left, like I said, we left it up to the last quarter to pull a rabbit out of the hat.
How well is this team travelling? Obviously, only a couple of losses this year. You just keep on building.
Yeah, obviously, you always want to be playing better footy. You know, you want to keep building and working towards the end of the year, and that's what we've been able to do. We haven't been able to win by much, but we've just been able to tick the wins along, and first you've got to qualify for finals and then you reassess. But, you know, we're just ticking along nicely without getting too carried away with where we're at, because we've had a lot of young players come in as well, and it's just good to see that we can get the wins and blood some youngsters as well. And
Sammy Mitchell joins you on 300 next week as well.
Yeah, obviously champion of the club and champion of the game, and you know, I'm sure the club are going to celebrate throughout the week, but he'll treat it as a normal week, I think, and the professional player that he is, and you know, we look forward to a big game against Richmond, I think it is, on Sunday.
Congratulations, Shawnee.
Just for the record,
it's an incredible milestone.
Oh yeah, you're right. You put it on me pretty quick. I haven't thought about it quite yet. I knew I had to get through this one, and Oh, look, I'll enjoy this for a day before I start thinking about that.
They're always willing games, the Swans versus the Hawks, aren't they?
I wish we had an easy one every now and then. We seem to win up here, they win in Melbourne, but we'll probably see them again later in the year.
We asked Shawnee, obviously, did you think Cyril had the distance in him in that last kick? That was 52 metres.
I was hoping he did. I wouldn't have been able to kick it that far. I'm glad it was him. I was just hoping for a score, anything to just at least get the 2 points, but he kicked the goal, so we'll take it.
The battle around the midfield, obviously Segler and McAvoy on Naismith and Sinclair, it was fascinating there.
Yeah, it was their A-grade midfield, aren't they? And they beat us convincingly early in the year, and we probably won the battle a little bit today, so, you know, bigger games to come.
Good luck next week, mate. Congratulations.
Happy birthday, Swans!